Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? This lawn right here, as you guys know, this is my Scott's Provista Kentucky Bluegrass, and it looks fantastic, if I must say. Why don't we take a look at it? So as you can see, nice double dark blue-green look. And this actually got an application of 2800 N-Charge about a week ago. Not available to DIYers. The closest alternative we have for that is 2600 from the Greene County Fertilizer lineup. But it got an application of that, and before that it got my super concoction along with the next air rate. We'll have to make a video about that. If you guys would like me to, comment below and we'll make that happen. But anyway, that's not what this video is about today. The reason I'm making this video is because this isn't the only lawn that got this application, and I actually had a little bit of a different response on some of my other lawns that I would like to go ahead and walk with you real quick. This is my next door neighbor, aka the former stomping grounds of Alan Hain. We did an application here, I want to say about 5 days ago now. It's looking really good now, but I'm going to show you a couple of pictures from a couple of days ago. We had a little bit of what looked like fertilizer tip burn, but it really wasn't. It was magnified by something else, and that something else is something I like to call stress. Now, this last 2 weeks, we did have a couple of events happen. Number one, we had 3 mowings take place on this lawn already, and all my other accounts that do both. They've had 3 mowings this year, and in conjunction with that, we had a significant temperature drop in the middle of the week, actually down to like 30 degrees, and that did a lot more harm than good on a lot of my lawns that were cut. The ones that weren't cut, like my Provista over there, they were fine. So I think I owe everybody an explanation for what happened here. So again, my lawn right here got the same application as all my other lawns, and that was done about a week ago now. And within that week, we had temperatures dip down below 32 degrees at night, 1 to 2 nights last week. The damage was apparent. Now, the reason it wasn't apparent in my lawn here is because it hasn't been cut at all this year. And it's actually one of my favorite reasons I love Scott's Provista. This isn't a video about Scott's Provista, but it is an awesome selling point. It grows pretty slow that I don't have to cut it until like May, which is awesome. And when I do cut it, I only have to cut it a couple times a year. Whereas traditional lawns, that's not the case. I'm already 3 mowings in, because if I wouldn't have mowed them, they would have gotten out of control. And what I've noticed are the lawns that were cut, those are the only ones that stressed really bad during that period, because when you cut the lawn right before a freeze like that, you open up the leaf blade, making it more vulnerable, if you will, to damage and stress when the temperatures drop like that, which is why I often advise waiting to mow your lawn until temperatures are steady around 60 and 70 degrees during the day, and at the very least 40 to 50 at night. Anywhere colder than that, you might notice a little bit of damage and quite apparent tip burn, especially if your application was liquid. So this is what it looks like a couple of days later, as you can see. My blades, by the way, this is another question I get. Everyone's going to ask me, Jake, so I sharpen my mower blades religiously, and every time I go to cut my lawn, this is what it looks like. It has like a hazy, fluffy appearance. Friends, I'm here to tell you there's not much to worry about. As a matter of fact, that is normal. You see, when you mow your lawn in the springtime, especially in the early spring, like couple weeks in, you're going to notice your lawn will have this hazy appearance, especially when we get a lot of hot and cool temperatures. It's just bound to happen. It's just a natural reaction. So my answer to that would be keep mowing like normal, and over time it will go away. Nothing to worry about there. Keep sharpening your blades, keep mowing, keep fertilizing once every 4 to 6 weeks. Just stay on the beaten path, and I promise you, better days lie ahead. Ignoring the ripped and shriveled tips, again, I did sharpen my lawnmower blade. Another thing I'm noticing is that brownish burn that I saw a couple days ago is gone. One of the reasons a lawn will burn up isn't always fertilizer related, but it's more so stress related. Now, my Provista, although in the same climate and had the same amount of stress with that cool weather, it didn't yellow up as bad because it hasn't been cut at all this year. And that is why I tell a lot of you guys, timing with mowing is very, very important, because if you go and you do it too early when it's too cold, you're bound to do a little bit of damage. Is that damage going to be the end of the world? No. Me being a service professional, sometimes we got to do things earlier than we want to keep our customers satisfied. So that's bound to happen. So if you do run into this situation where it does get really cold and you've done a mowing and a fertilizing beforehand, and this is what your lawn looks like, I'm here to tell you, don't panic because better days lie ahead. In this case, they actually did, because a couple days after we had that really cool freeze, we got warm temperatures. Right now it's actually 70 degrees. I don't know how long this will last, because in Indiana, if you think about the weather long enough, it will change. 70 degrees and a lot of rain, and we've just cut the lawns again since that has happened, and everything looks significantly better. So it's nothing to worry about if this happens to your lawn. It's normal. You're all good. Now, if you would like to learn how to get the deepest, darkest, greenest, thickest lawn on the block, just like this one right back here, I recommend you check out a couple of the videos right here. They will help you out. And if you click this button in the corner here, something magical is going to happen. Let's just say you'll be hearing more from me as I teach you how to have the deepest, darkest, greenest, thickest lawn on the block.